Hey, how you been, man? It's been a minute.
I've been good. Really good.
Yeah?
Life is good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
to hear. It's going and you're going to Bears. Did you go to another Bears game or was that just the one?
Just the one. I'm not as excited as I used to be about the Bears season. I mean, Hard Knocks got me.
Yeah.
It
That
got me
got me.
excited. I mean, I bought I drank the Kool-Aid, man.
Yep. Yep.
Way too soon. Way too soon. But it was fun. It was a fun ride.
Dude.
Now I settled into first year, rookie year. Go slow. Get the O-line right. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Patience.
I wish Columbus was on here so I could write him about the Cowboys. Yeah, they're not doing well. But I also wanted to write him on LeBron going to Diddy parties, apparently.
Yes. I don't know why that's so funny.
I saw this. I think it was AI generated, but he was talking about the baby oil.
Yeah. I don't know why that's so funny either. It's all over yeah.
Oh goodness. No, it's hilarious. But I guess welcome to the Healthy Swag Podcast.
Great. Way to
You
start.
right. You sent out you sent us an article that I thought was interesting. So man, I'm gonna just let you take the lead on this. The one with the guys going out, the Oxford study that was done showing the health benefits of guys' night out at least twice a week.
Yeah, so where my mind immediately went was I have guys night out. I mean, maybe not twice a week, but I have guys night out. But
Mhm.
a lot of men are starting to recognize that guys night out is not producing the friend building and opening up that it could.
Hmm.
And so I think the article is talking about some quality time with men where we uplift each other, we share, we talk, encourage, brag or joke and all that stuff. But if all we're doing is watching a game, and there's no dialogue, it's just two-way look at that game, we wasted that opportunity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I really was trying to actually find the article
Mm-hmm.
and I could not. I found the synopsis about the article. So I think it's important to kind of at least say what the article was saying, right? From what I gathered, it said, well, I have so many questions but
Yeah.
how the study was done. But the article was done out in Oxford. I think it may have been 2017. But it basically said that the study showed that men who went out at least twice a night, or twice a week rather, for
Twice a
guys'
week.
night, and it said something like at least with 4 of their buddies
Mm-hmm.
to either, it was in the UK, so grab a pint of beer or, play football, rugby, something like that. I guess it would be basketball for us, but that they saw an improvement in, I guess, their mental health, the reduction in depression, showed that their immune systems were healthier, that they got over illnesses quicker, and that it was not found in men who did less than 2 times a week. I thought that was interesting because it was also sponsored by Guinness. Did you know
Oh,
that?
nice. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Grab
so
a pint.
yeah, it was sponsored by Guinness. So, you can question the motivation there, but I don't know if these guys are single, if they're married, age range, that sort of thing. But so I have a lot of questions as to how they gathered that data. But the first thing in my mind was thinking, what married man is going to go out twice a night with his boys? And
I'm trying to think
proper drinks twice a week, rather, not twice a
yeah,
night, twice
that's
a week.
right at that line where I don't know, it just seems like more than twice a week is where you're definitely getting a lot of discussion from your wife, right?
I think more than once.
You think it's more than once? See,
I think more than once you're getting that discussion. Like, what's going on?
really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you think about it, like we're busy guys. Like I shoot, I don't even want to go out. Like I don't think I
True.
had
Yeah,
the
you're right.
capacity
You're
to do
right.
that, right? So I'm wondering if these guys were young guys out of, college guys, unmarried guys, what their social situation was. But the first thing I thought it was, what guy is going to get a permission slip from his wife to go out and have drinks with his boys twice in a week?
Yeah, I still don't like that terminology, the permission slip. It begs the question, which I think is inherent in this whole discussion is do men see the value of this time, and do their spouses see the value of their men
Mhm,
spending this time?
mhm,
And so that's what the trigger was when you said when you said a permission, both people gain. You want your husband spending time with quality men, discussing the things he won't discuss with you, discussing the
mhm,
things he won't discuss with his therapist, with his
mhm,
mama, his sister.
mhm, mhm.
There's you want your men in your life to have these multiple outlets to talk. And that's what good guys night out is. Let me say it like that.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, you're single, so you're going out, right?
Yeah, right, right. Oh,
How
I'm nervous and where we're going, Q.
No, 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 no.
Are we recording?
We are recording.
All right.
I'm just curious, even beforehand, like when you went out with the guys, how many meaningful conversations were you having when you went out? Like deep conversations that actually were therapeutic or beneficial to you. Like,
Not often. And I don't want to pin this on why men are suffering. It's just one additional avenue where we could. And so I started on this topic because I wish we just had more quality dialogue.
mm,
Um,
mm, mhm,
but I wholly admit that I'm not doing it all the time. And sometimes I just want to veg out and have a beer and watch the game.
mhm,
That's
mhm.
that's it. So, but that's all. Just we're are we missing the opportunity?
Well, I think the point, like he didn't mention anything, like the study didn't mention anything about the quality of the dialogue or the depth
Okay.
of the
All right.
conversation, anything like that. I think the point was the socialization piece, right? To
Yeah.
the and he really made a distinction. It can't be like over FaceTime or it has to be personal, the personal interaction. And something about that human to human interaction is therapeutic,
Mhm.
regardless of the depth of the level of interaction, rather. So, I understand that because on the flip side, you think about isolation and what does isolation do? Like isolation for men is higher anxieties, higher depression rates, is higher suicidal rates for men who are isolated. To be able to have some social outlet is important for your mental health, regardless, I think, of the depth of the conversation or the interaction. That's what I gather. But on the flip side, it's like I also like my alone time.
Yes. Yes.
I like to be able to just be and unplug. And so, the article didn't say anything to speak to that element of us, but I feel like as men that we do need some peace, some solitude, some me time, so to speak. So it's a balance, man. I admit I have not found it quite yet, but I think I understand the importance of going out. And I've been actually pursuing that recently. Like it's difficult where I am in Asheville because there's not a lot of us in Asheville. So,
Right.
uh,
Right.
but I have found, a few guys that I vibe with. And so it's like, hey, let's go grab a coffee, let's go grab lunch or something like that. And so now that I have more time on my hands, being more intentional about that is important. And I think, my wife sees the benefit of that. So I get zero resistance from that.
Good. That's good. That's good because you need that support. What do you think is the benefit of men spending time with men? And I like how you pulled out the argument, the article. It kind of sometimes it just kind of doesn't even matter what you're doing. Just being in the presence
Mhm.
is maybe that's part of the question, is just being in the presence of other men. What is that? Yeah, what is that gain?
I think it speaks to the fact that we are communal, like we are humans were meant to run in packs, if you will. That is something that is essential to our humanity, to interact with other human, and to interact with like-minded people or people that you feel comfortable with. It kind of grounds you, because I know when I have my conversations with other men, and we're talking about our lives, and our issues, and we're realizing that, wow, we're going through the same stuff. Like, this is,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like, I am not unique in this, or our issues, the issues we're having are not just for us. This is universal stuff. It really, like, it makes you feel normal. It makes you feel,
I like that word. I like
yeah,
that word.
yeah, it makes you feel like, hey, like, okay, I'm not a one-off. Like, this is not crazy. I'm tracking this right. Other men are having this, and there's just something reassuring and validating about sharing shared experiences with one another. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I like that word. It speaks to how uplifting it can be.
Mhm.
Just to be around. It's encouraging you to see people that share in your struggle. It gives you that that you need to keep it moving. Yeah.
And I think if you can get to that point, because we don't talk as men, we don't generally share stuff. But if you can get to that point, it's even therapeutic,
Hmm.
right? I mean, we talk about all the time on the podcast, therapy, getting therapy. The truth of the matter is, not everybody is down with therapy. Not everyone is going to get a therapist. I think the idea is that, to have an outlet to talk,
Right.
to be able to speak, and say stuff out loud, and get some validation. We all are looking for that, right? We're all looking for validation as humans of our experience, you know. And
Yeah.
I think going out with other guys can fulfill that.
Yeah. We also have to remember that validation is important. That's why it's important to guard your friend group. You want to hang out with people at your level or above your level that can pull you up,
Yeah.
not pull you down. Because if you're at the top,
Mhm.
if you're not with quality men, that validation doesn't mean anything to you.
Dude, do
It's
you
not.
find that it's harder to do that? Like, the higher you go up in your achievements, and up the totem pole, so to speak, you find it harder to find peers or people that you can really commiserate with?
I don't. I don't. Only because I'm not that far up the ladder. I don't think I'm there yet. Uh,
Come on. I
where I
mean,
find it hard. I don't find it hard. No,
former
I
CEO
I
of
don't.
a hospital, you don't think that's high up the ladder? Like, did you have peers at that level that you could talk to, that you could bounce things off of? Hey, what are you experiencing? Is this?
Oh, not professionally.
That's what I'm.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant just peers on the level where you could have an in-depth conversation about life.
No, no,
But
no. Yeah, yeah.
professionally,
Both.
you're right. It is. Yeah, it's scarce. It's
Yeah,
scarce.
yeah. No, I think I have a friend who's a physician, who's head of a department, and it's a lonely place to be,
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of us there. And you have to be careful how you move, because you're being looked at a very different level. But it's a lonely place to be. You don't have peers to even really talk to about professionally, number one, but also on a personal level, that get you. that understand the pressures that you have, that you're dealing with at a high level. And so to me, it's like the further you kind of rise up, it's harder to find that friend group, that tribe that you can really connect with.
Yeah, yeah. You switched on me at the very end. I thought you were still on the career conversations. And in my mind, I can't unseparate them because that's how I have. Those are the networks I've built. Is I don't. I've given up on having peers that are my skin tone
Hmm.
in my industry, in my unique profession. I'm just used to not having that. I don't have black men my age that there's not enough of them, you know, in my close vicinity where we can, talk about hospital administration and leadership and nonprofit organizations. And so when I talk about getting together with black men, it's strictly for life stuff and husband, wife, relationship,
Mhm.
cars. It's professionally, we're just not out there. We're just not
Yeah,
out there. So
yeah.
it's just hearing you talk in my mind, they're just separate things.
It can be, but I guess the isolation piece for me is, can be both professional and personal.
Mhm.
When you are at that sort of apex level. But yeah, man, it just I think, bottom line, I think, just to be able to commiserate with other men. I've actually started, I don't go out twice a week necessarily with the fellas, but I do have one day that I'm going out with my youngest son
Nice. How
because
old is he?
he's 17. It's football season. And so he's a big Panthers fan, God bless him.
All right.
And so I'm Bears fan. So we have this thing now where we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings every Sunday, and that's just our time, just me and him,
Nice.
and
Nice.
catching the game, catching up on stuff or whatnot. And so, when I was thinking about going out the twice in a week, I was like, you know what, that is something I feel like I could do regularly. I could, definitely have a guys' night where I'm doing something with here, but then, have a different type of guys' night with my boy.
Yeah, I think that counts. That
Yeah,
definitely counts. Yeah, with your boy.
yeah, yeah. So,
So maybe we're not thinking about what constitutes a guy's night, uh, because sitting here talking with Dr. Q, this is a guy's night. I mean, this is yeah, this you're pushing me, I'm pushing you. We're getting all that encouragement, the validation that's happening. This is a guy's night. Maybe it's are we not counting the places where we're, dad, son,
mhm.
just long conversation on the phone.
Man, now I'm rethinking this whole thing that because I don't know actually the quality of this study, but I'm thinking it's flawed because I'm thinking about the other interactions that I have with guys that are not in person, that are virtual,
Mhm.
men's groups or just conversations like you're talking about. And I feel like those, they may not be the same, but they fill a similar void,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
And so I don't think that we can, as far as the study is concerned, I don't know, man. I think it's a good thing to, bring as far as a topic to discuss, but it's like, yeah, I don't know how valid it is, but
Yeah, you're questioning the entire thing. So you need to find the actual study, the paper
really
written.
want to see the study. I want to see
Okay.
if it's
I like
a
that.
randomized controlled trial. Like how was the study designed? What was the cohort? How many men were
Yeah.
in it? The age ranges. Are they married, single? Like there's so many questions I have on that because I could see, oh yeah, you're single. You're out there in this world. Yeah, dude, getting with guys twice a night, having a beer. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna read the paper. We're gonna do a whole new show once you either thumbs up or thumbs down the whole process.
If I can find it for sure. But
All right. All
yeah,
right.
if we were going to tie this up in a bow, I would just say that take home is seek out other men for interaction
Yeah. Yeah.
and for meaningful interactions.
Yeah.
And even if it's on the phone, if it's in person, virtually, seek that out. We need that as men. We can't. no man is an island.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
We have to do better. Yep.
Yeah. Any other take homes that you would have on the topic?
No, that's it. You named it. I'm back to how I started is let's not miss these opportunities to reach out to each other. Let's just not
Yeah.
miss the opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah.